Okay, hi everyone. My name is David Places. I work in the craft area of the Catalan government. We do it through this public consortium that it's a bigger thing. It's about trade and crafts and fashion. So we are multidisciplinary. I'm going to talk about the crafts area and what we do about education. As my first slide says, education is not our business, but we do some things. I will explain you. I brought you some samples of what we have been doing last year and we are doing this year. Only projects about education, mainly. You will see that as long as our aim, principal aim, main aim is to promote Catalan crafts and to make, we work from a perspective of the enterprise because we are in the enterprise department of the government. So, of course, the government has an education department too, and they do their job. And later, yeah, Gloria will explain because she comes from Escola Massana, one of the references in art and crafts and design schools in Catalonia. But also, we try to offer to our professional sector things that the school cannot offer. So, because they are busy with the official programs and all the things they need to accomplish. So we try to detect, listening to our sector, to the professionals, what they need, and we try to offer them some capsules or some programs that can be useful to help them to professionalize. And also, some of these programs you will see, they belong to a thing we call young talent. It's like an area of work that we define to try to attract young people, as many of you here, to crafts, to let them, to give them some tools to incorporate crafts in their own disciplines, like design, for instance, and to give added value to their work. So that's how we try to improve the discipline, because we always thought, I mean, as Elton was talking now a lot about, you know, the artisans. Of course, we talk to artisans too, and they are our users and our customers, our clients. But we firmly think that if we work for the discipline, in the discipline is strong, then they will be able to develop a nice career and be happy professionals. So we try to work for the discipline, not as much as the individuals and their complaints or their, you know, their personal or their private necessities. Okay, so let me explain you a little what we have been done. Okay, this is the index that we are going to see all these projects. Oops, it's reverse. Okay. We just have the most recent thing we made. It's this fourth edition of Crafts Now. This is a festival of innovation in crafts. It had place like two weeks ago in Barcelona in the Design Museum. And in every edition, we try to get like the best lecturers to present innovative projects related to craft to inspire our audience. And we were doing 2 days working on this, and we have networking sessions also in the same festival. And we had a little more than 200 people. They sign up, and they have to pay. I mean, it's not a free thing. So there's an interest, and many of the attendants were from schools too. Arts and craft school, but also design school, not only those schools that are crafts and design, also from schools that are only design, and they are private universities about design. So we think there's really a tendency in design that looking again to crafts, because during many years with design revolution, I think, and industrial revolution, many disciplines as design they were looking to another disciplines and left craft a little aside. But now I think, you know, with the values that Gwen was talking this morning about sustainability and that we need to save the world, right? And well, we need to save ourselves, not the world. But crafts have something to do there. And I think other disciplines and design that are very powerful has noticed, and they are paying attention now to, and willing to have a conversation with crafts. So more or less this will be the concept of our crafts now. We'll be start working soon in the next edition for next year. Oops, sorry. Well, I already told you. This is a picture of the auditorium. This is another thing we are doing. This is happening in May. Crafts to be, it's a new thing. We just made it. It's going to be the first edition, and this is formation for companies, but formation oriented to make aware to the big companies and the big brands what crafts can do with them for their products. So we are creating this platform. This is gonna happen on May 18th in a gallery in Barcelona, the Roca Gallery. And we made this portfolio and we are sending it to the companies. The companies we think crafts can improve their products, and we are talking about big industries, and making like a kind of match with artisans, workshops of artisans. We know they can offer things to them, okay, and work with their engineers and with design teams in these companies. So we are doing like a really accurate casting of companies and artisans, and we'll put them together during a couple of days in a specific place and put them to work. And it's gonna be like kind of dates for them, and let's see if they match or not. And I put this activity here because it's not like education, but you think, we are gonna educate the corporate about crafts. And I think we should do it because that's gonna make a difference for our customers. It's an example of, for instance, we have big industry of automotive industry in Catalonia, and I'm sure there are a lot of crafts you can put into luxury cars, for instance, no? Crafts Tech, it's another like seminar we do. It talks about the relation, the conversation between crafts and technology. And we do it through this distributive design also, and collaborating with the Fab Lab. I think Work of Council is doing something with them too now in Barcelona. And this is putting together, starting to create this network, because artisans that want to use these tools of distributed design and help them to understand how it works and how they can improve their businesses with this, and also making aware all these people that is creating these disciplines about the design of the distributed design, don't forgetting about crafts and including it in their projects. Neomateria, I already presented this in Lisbon, but some of them you weren't there. And this second phase we are starting now. Neomateria was a research we made with Matterfat. It's a materialothek, like a library of materials, of new materials. And we asked them to curate for us, to make a research of new materials that could be specifically used by artisans, and new materials with new properties, of course. So as a result of this investigation, this research, we made an exhibition that has this touring around Catalonia and the world. It was in Korea also. And now it's going to Granada. Also, it's a project with the national reference, craft reference. And after the research and the exhibition, now we are doing the workshops. This is happening in 2 weeks in Barcelona, and we have designed, 3 workshops. One about digital neomateria, another one about plant and living neomateria, and another one about human residual neomateria. All this, as you see, it's oriented towards sustainability because it's needed. I mean, there's a big tendency. Things we detect in things like in the Festival of Innovation like Crafts now, then we can apply to projects as new material. So we are like nourishing us all the time, no? Because we're collecting all this information and okay, what's the next step with this information? We need to do something. So that's how we thought about these three workshops. Of course, we could make, I don't know, hundreds of workshops, but we have a limited time and limited resources, so we start with 3. And this is going to be a maximum of 15 people per workshop. We already made the call. It was a success, so there's a lot of interest. We have a total of 45 people in the 3 workshops, and we got like almost like 300 people trying to get in. So we could make a nice casting and with the responsible of the workshops, and I think it will work. The groups will work very well, and it will be very profitable. And this is a format that we are doing it now in Barcelona and in Granada, but we can export anywhere. So if someone is interested, we are very happy to offer you the project, the research of new materials for crafts, and also the workshops. Just talk to me. This is, well, we do some small seminars too when we detect an interest in a specific sector, like in this case, it was textile. This was made with Escola Massana too, with the alums of textile art. And it was, make yourself uncomfortable is just a literal traduction I made of the title, Incomodad. And it was to create a conversation between the textile and the electronic, because we know there have been a lot of experimentation, and there's a long way to go about this relationship, no? Because we have a lot of wearables, and electronics is more and more present in our everyday life. So, and we are wearing things, so we can incorporate. So we need to create these kind of conversations, and it was really interesting too. And also, again, it's a way to arrive to young people and to help schools to touch subjects that maybe they don't have in their official curriculums, no? Oops. Another one, toca'm la fibra, touch me the fiber, another traduction. And in Catalan, when we say toca'm la fibra, it's a sentence that means the fiber is something very sensitive. It's like, touch me hard, no? More or less would be. So it's a game of words. And this was about natural fibers. It was a seminar made by an artisan that makes baskets, but he has been collaborating with many architects and doing architectural applications of the basketry with natural fibers, and collaborating in projects of bioconstruction and all this. So we invite some young people, some students, to work with this artisan and to understand all the possibilities of this material and the craft technique, and how you can apply it to bigger surfaces or in other disciplines more different than basketry specifically. So as you see, they are like capsules of specific formation that we think it helps us to forward to the future of crafts. We collaborate also. I think it's going to be this year our 9th edition of this program with the Instituto Europeo of Design in Barcelona, IED. We work together with the alums of 3rd year of design of product, and they put them every student tell us what kind of material or discipline they like, and we try to find a professional artisan that can help them to develop a project, and they work together. And this is important to us because the products that they get is like in the last edition. This is a jewel, a ceramic jewel that it gets like a circle, and also this is the earphones with ceramic, and you can just plug them in your ears, and they look like earrings, but they are Bluetooth, and you can listen to your music and blah, blah, no? Or something we use so many hours in our life, like a mouse for our computer, no? And they are of this terrible plastic. It's not very nice to touch it. So why don't do it with porcelain? And it's much nicer, no, for our tactile experience with the computer. And actually they work. And these are only some examples, but as I told you, we made 9 editions. And the main objective of this project is to, again, to try to the future designers to tell them, hey, listen, look to crafts. It's going to help you. It's going to add a lot of value to your projects, and it's going to make you, it's going to be easier for you to stand out with the values of crafts, and your products will improve. Well, this project is called New Crafts Revolution. It's the same one, eh? Also, we have an official public school of arts and design, and that depends from the government of Catalonia, that we are an agency of the same government. So we also offer them, and actually I'm going there next week, an annual lecture to the students of all the design disciplines, explaining again how crafts can improve design. But this is not an exercise or a project, it's just a lecture. So it's to sensibilize them towards crafts and put them nice examples and inspire them, no? I think, as I told you, there's a tendency now about design looking to crafts again, and I think that's good. But for us, I think it would be important to start looking to the kids, not only like, already young people, but adults, and they know what they want to study, or they are already studying design or crafts. I think we need to start instilling in kids, and we'll see how we do it. But when I have time, I want to do that. I want to start to go into, to the kindergarten to put the seed, and see what blossoms. Also, this is not an educational project, but it has a part of the education also, because inside this contemporary affair, it's going to be our first edition. We'll have a professional congress of crafts, and this is for professionals. And in the same days of the fair, and in the venue of the fair, it's going to be a palace, a really nice palace. You are invited to come and to expose if you want. You'll have my email at the end if you want some information. And we also have a website. This pretends to be the first edition of a big contemporary crafts, artistic crafts in Barcelona. It's going to be held every year at the end of September. And we hope we'll get a lot of international also proposals to expose. So you are very welcome. And as I told you, I put it because we will be holding the professional craft congress here too. It's once a year. We meet all our professional craft sector during a couple of days together also, and we talk about subjects they are. It's our time to listen to them and to see why they need us to do. Well, this is the palace I told you where the fair is having, and and there you have the website. We are updating it because it's a new project, and we just published the website this week. So it will be updating almost every day with new information if you're curious. And I think that's all. Thank you so much.